welcome everybody to another Success Spotlight with Mailbox Power. My name is Wendy McGee, and I am the Director of Client Relations here at Mailbox Power. And I am so excited today to be able to interview one of literally the innovators in direct mail, somebody that I've gotten to know over the past couple of years as just a successful businessman, a great marketer, someone who's so smart about how to do your business and to do it right. And he's also the author of this amazing new book we're going to talk about. Check it out right there, How to Be a Mailbox Marketing Maverick. Okay, you're going to all want to get this book. So I am so excited, though, to introduce him truly as the Director of Possibilities, Mr. Joe Kenemore. Joe?
Thank you, Wendy. Oh my gosh, it is so good to be here. I'm going to admit something.
Okay.
I kind of miss interviews. I kind of miss being around Mailbox Power every day. I kind of miss, you know what I mean? All of this. And I'm just so happy to be here. And I'm so happy that you were over there running this, being the Director of Client Relations and talking to people and getting these stories out, because that's what's important. People need to experience this. And if they can experience it through a story, or somebody like myself or somebody who's used direct mail, so be it. Let's get to it.
Well, I feel the same way. And I want to thank you for all the work that you have done innovating in this market, and especially in this particular indirect mail. And I have loved my time at Mailbox Power. Every single person that I interview, every business owner that I interview, I'm like, they're so innovative. What a smart way to use this. And they all are so sold on direct mail because they get the results, that it is making their business grow. It is helping them to find new customers. It's doing all of that work. And so I'm so glad that you're here. And I know those that are familiar with the Mailbox Power community and family will be so happy to see Joe Kenemore talking about his book and about direct mail. And we love you. So I am so excited to just jump in and have you tell everyone. Let's start, Joe. Tell everyone about how you got turned on to direct mail. What is your history? Give them a little bit of about you, but also what took you down this road.
Okay, short story. You ready? I had a very wealthy friend call me like 2007, 2008. And he goes, hey, I started this network marketing company and we're doing greeting cards. And of course, I'm like, yes, there's no way this guy's doing greeting cards and direct mail. Not a chance, in no way, shape, or form.
No way.
So no way. And I didn't believe him, honestly, because he was off into la land of health and nutrition and weight loss. That was his thing. He made tens of millions, hundreds of millions doing that.
Yes.
And he calls me and I'm like, I don't believe you, but you know what? I feel like coming up and visit you anyway. So I'll come up and visit you. I know you're just pulling my leg. Yes. I get up there and I find this company called Send Out Cards. And they actually needed some help, which is why he was calling me. He was wanting me to do some video projects and a few other, marketing pieces for him. And I got up there and I looked at it and I went, whoa, this was innovative. This was, designed to print right from your desktop, which was unheard of. And, back in the day, this was, pioneering of direct mail.
Right.
And it was only greeting cards. And then it turned out to be postcards and a few other things. But, it really tripped my trigger because I really get deep. Like I would go back every day and I would pull 1,000 cards from the production line. And I would go look and say, okay, what are people using this for? Who's being effective with this? And I would see, there was about 10% of everything that went out was a heartfelt card going out to somebody, making them feel good, that kind of thing, handwritten, all that. And then the other 90%, it was about business. And that's what trips my trigger. And I'm not saying I don't have a heart and I don't want to tell people I love them, but I love business because I know what makes people smile. And that is success. And if you can figure out how to use the mailbox, I promise you're going to smile because you'll get the success you're after. You just got to give it a try. That's how I got started. Now, I've had quite the road from there to where I'm at now, which is pretty much unemployed, not doing much, entrepreneur, kind of just hanging out.
Writing an amazing book.
Writing a book,
People to understand how to do this amazing marketing, avenue. Yes, right.
Yes. But let me fast forward. There's a whole lot of stuff in between there. But let me just go to like 4 years ago, a little more than 4 years ago, when I came to what even wasn't called Mailbox Power. It was, Justin called me and goes, these guys called me and go, hey, we got this great software, but I think we need some help marketing it. Are you interested? And of course, I was pretty much like I am right now, not doing much of anything, kind of looking for a new ride. I'm like, well, okay.
I'm listening. Yes,
I saw
totally.
this thing, and let me tell you, you want to talk about a head turner. The minute I saw the platform, the minute I saw what they did, and the minute I understood, I already knew the innovation of Justin Biggs,
Yes.
but I didn't know how much innovation would come from Jerry Senegar as well.
Yes.
That you want to talk about the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin, whatever you want to call them.
Yep.
These two are the innovators. They can make shit happen.
Yes.
Period. That's it. They make stuff happen, and I love them for it. And I love what they do in this last release of this new software. I'm like,
pretty
what?
fantastic, right? Some new features that are literally game changers for direct mail. Absolutely. And business owners, for sure.
Yes. Now, Wendy, I don't know if you know this, but I'm coaching right now, and I have quite a few I'm coaching business, young business. I'm trying to help young folks who just want to get out of their own way. They want to stop working 9 to 5. They want to do their own thing, and I want to help them. And the mailbox comes in every single time, no matter what. But it's funny that a lot of us like I'm here to talk about the mailbox. Well, it's not the only channel, folks, right? It's a channel of many. And here's what I found, because once I pulled my head out of the daily routine of being the CEO of Mailbox Power and being able to go out and coach people and help them understand what marketing is and what kind of budget they need and how they should apply it and how many channels they should use and what channels they should use and what was going on. It started to open my eyes a little bit. I'm like, oh my gosh, look, this is what I used to talk about all the time. And here's the dang proof. Now, 2 of my boys are running a construction business, and they happened to send out some postcards. And I went out with them one day to just kind of watch what they're doing. And we literally drive up to this big old home, and we didn't know she'd gotten a postcard, but get out of the truck, and she meets us at the front door. She goes, oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. And by the way, great postcard. That's how I found you. And then I went and found you on Yelp.
Yes.
And I went, oh, they're connecting the dots. They're going from a piece of physical mail to another channel. And this is the important lesson that I would want to teach everyone. Listen, it's not just the mailbox. The mailbox got the attention, but where did they go from there? And does your marketing match, right? Does your website match? Does your social profiles match? Does your email match? Does everything kind of match so they know they're going to the right place? They're getting to the right company. They're getting to the right people. But it just, I've seen the proof, Wendy. You know it. I mean, I lived in that seat every day. I looked for it. I lit fires underneath it. I bred it. I did whatever I could to make it work. And I just love direct mail and what it's capable of. Many of my friends have had just massive successes, and I'm talking more than 1 comma successes. Okay, so do the math, folks. What number has more than 1 comma, right? Okay, you with me? Okay, so massive success, and that's the key. Is you gotta try. If you're not spending money on marketing, you will die. Your business will die. You will have nothing. You won't have a phone to answer, an email to answer, nothing. If you don't market yourself, I'm sorry, eventually you will wither away and your business will die.
Well, and I love what you say in your book, Joe, about direct mail is like being able to walk up and give someone a handshake, like say, hello, hey, hi, Joe. I don't know if you know this, but I have a construction business and I'm in your area and I would love to have you as a client. And the opportunity to have just their like dedicated attention for even just, I think in your book, you say 17 seconds is about what an email gets, if it even gets opened, right?
Exactly.
Which I don't know about you, but I have like thousands of emails that are in I have that little, people that are, OCD would hate my phone because it has all the little unopened numbers, right? People are like, oh my gosh, that freaks me out. But 17 days is the average time span that you say that a piece of mail hangs around someone's home. And when I was reading your book, I was like, okay, I'm going to look around and see what I have. You know what I have? I have the like villager coupons. I have a master muffler coupon. I have a coupon from an oil change thing. And my husband, Kyle, he keeps all the coupons. I always am throwing away, okay, KFC from a year ago. Like, what are we talking about here? But actually hanging around our home where if something grabs my attention, I got one the other day from a new medical spa and it has a 20% bring this piece of direct mail with you to your appointment. Okay. I haven't scheduled yet. I haven't gone to their spa, but guess what? I'm keeping that piece of mail because in my head, I'm thinking I might use that and I don't want to lose that 20% off offer. And there's a million medical spas. Why would I choose this one? Because they reached out to me and now I've had the decision kind of made for me of, hey, this is the one that I'm going to try. And so maybe expand on that because I know that, as I read your book, I was like, there were so many more ideas that I kept thinking of. And the one thing I kept thinking of is every single business owner out there is prospecting. They need a way to nurture their clients that they already have. Absolutely. That client is hard to get, and you want them to feel loved on for the rest of the client relationship and the friendship, which is hopefully forever, right? As long as you're in business. So
absolutely, 100%. Wendy, this platform, Mailbox Power, is it. There is nothing that even touches it or even comes close to what its capabilities are. I look at the other platforms that are so-called competition and well, let's just say they ain't shit. Get them out. No, they do not compare. It's two different things for sure. But understanding how easy this is to use, how dynamic it is, and I've worn this phrase out, but the ability to use somebody's first name on the front of a piece of mail is what does the deal. If you want their attention, use their name. Cut it out. Stop using current resident. That's just crap. Cut it out. You're wasting your money. I would be happy to take that money from you.
I feel annoyed literally when I get the current resident one because I'm like, current resident, like, okay, you care nothing about me. But literally when it comes to my name, I'm like, wait. And when it says hello, Wendy, or, hey, Wendy, or whatever, I'm totally going to look at that. Whether I end up actually using that service, you just actually got my attention, which is what 99% of other marketing is just not successful at doing.
That's exactly right. And it's called a brand impression. So everybody, if you're listening, that is called a brand impression. When somebody sees your ad, they see your brand, it's called a brand impression. But what's important is they saw it on this channel. And what happens when they go to look for your specific service and they see that brand again?
Yes.
Brand identity is everything. And being able to connect the dots on whatever channel you're on, whether it be social, email, web, direct mail, doesn't matter. You have to connect the dots. But I've got to say this when you have to say this. Everybody, if you're listening, the next time you're driving down the street, I want your street, I want you to look at the mailboxes. And I want you to understand that those mailboxes are attached to real humans, real people that have needs. And some of them have a need for your service. And I'm telling you, who's your neighbor? They have a mailbox, right? What's their net worth? What do they do for a living? What do they like to do? What about their home? I mean, what is it about them that if you were in business and you put something in their mailbox, would they pick it up and go, oh yeah, I do need that? But I just, I want to connect the dot that there's a human that goes out and empties that mailbox every day, a real human with buying power and needs. And those needs can be identified now, and they can be identified right through Mailbox Power, and you can get to them directly. And if that doesn't trip your trigger and that doesn't get you excited, then get off this video right now. Click stop.
Anymore. Exactly.
Go away and go play in social media or wherever you want to play. But anyway, that should excite you. I think about my neighbors when I'm driving down the street. I know who they are. I know them very, very well. I know what they like. And I know a lot of that is available. That information is available to the Mailbox Power community. And I just love it. Just love it.
Well, you said it before, Joe, like Mailbox Power is offering everything. We're offering the, ability to create a list like you're talking about, using our list builder. Like tell everyone about that, because that alone, that was when I will be really honest with you. When I first came on with Mailbox Power a little over a year ago, and I was shown the list builder, I was like, we should be leading with that in everything we do, because that is, I'm a business owner outside of consulting with Mailbox Power, right? I like, I'm an entrepreneur. How do I get to my customer? That is my number one question. I'm paying a social media manager to grow my Instagram. Well, my Instagram is built primarily off of people that already know me, right? And may or may not need what I'm offering. Help me get to, Jan out there who's looking for me. So tell me a little bit more. Tell me about that feature and any other features that you feel like are just killer for what we have.
Well, I mean, this is really it because it's built into the Mailbox Power system. When you start looking at actually trying to prospect, you're trying to find new customers. How do you do that, right? Well, I don't know. You stand on the street corner with a sign.
No.
Probably not really effective, right?
It's so discouraging for business owners too, because they're like, okay, help me get out there. Like, you're asking for referrals and you're trying Facebook ads and you're trying everything you can think of. And you've hired a marketing agency that's costing you a ton of money and nothing's happening. And then you run a postcard campaign and get, more from that and go, wow, could it be this easy? Like, could it actually be?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Is the answer?
Let me give you a couple of examples, just really quick examples. Okay. T65. These are insurance agents that sell turning 65 insurance, Medicare, right?
Yes.
In this list builder, you can actually find everybody turning 65 next month or the month after or the month after or the month after or the month, whatever you want. You can find them. You can find out what their net worth is. You can find out if they have an income. You can find out pretty much not everything about them, but a lot. Enough for you to go, that's my ideal customer.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about real estate agents, another, high ticket sales items. And they have the ability to use the mailbox and build a list of potential clients that maybe they've been in their home for 7 years. We all know the math, right? You've been in your home 7 years. Well, likelihood of you selling and moving along.
Another home. Yep.
Yeah. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yes.
And now you're starting to, again, do they have a net worth? Do they have an income? Do they have a job? Do they have, all the things necessary for me to want to do business with them? And if you could find that out through List Builder, why would you not? Hey, stop that EDDM thing, right? Every door direct mail, because they all says current resident. It's crap. Stop doing it. Cut it out and get right to those folks that you really, really want to talk to. The ideal customer. No longer do you need to just spam everybody. You don't have to send out 10,000 pieces to get an order, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you just don't. You can send out 10 or 100 to the right people and send the right thing. Here's the other piece. Wendy, we've only talked about flat mail. I need another half hour. Can I get it? Geez, I need to talk. Jeez.
You better talk about lumpy mail right now. I feel like now is the time. Talk about it now.
Lumpy mail. What is lumpy mail? Well, it's mail that's not flat. It's not in an envelope, right? Well, it could be in an envelope, but it's lumpy.
Envelope, but it's a lumpy envelope. Then they're curious. Yeah. Yes, right.
It's a box is what it is. It has a 100% open rate. And let's just say you have a customer and you know that you have a potential customer and you know they have the buying power and you know they have the business for you and you want to get their attention. If you knew they would open the box, you had a 100% open rate, you could get that box on their desk and you could personalize something and even put a QR code in it and figure out if they even watched the video or went to wherever you went.
Oh, we can track for you. You can track
crazy
the QR code and know if they opened it. So yes,
you would be absolutely just dumb as a bucket of rocks if you didn't do it. I mean, literally, you would just be just dumb to not, actually participate in a marketing tactic that would actually get the attention of a customer and a whale or whatever you want to call them. And all that is in this book. All of it.
Yes.
Every single thing about lumpy mail is here. I can promise you, I've seen hundreds of millions of dollars transacted because of what's in this book. Hundreds of millions, for sure. Like beyond a shadow of a doubt.
All that advice that you give on lumpy mail, I have interviewed probably a half a dozen people that can tell me the exact story of what you demonstrate in the book. They're using Mailbox Power, that are some of our whales and top customers that are using some of them direct mail exclusively for their marketing now. They're only using direct mail. I talked to an amazing real estate agent, Jim McCord, who got a $2 million listing off of sending brownies to a random person that, was in this list that he had gotten, but wasn't somebody that, sent 12 brownies and a card. And the guy called and said, okay, you're the only person who sent me anything. I'm signing with you. You can have my listing for $2 million listing.
The proof is out there, folks. The proof is out there. We're not pulling your leg. We're not pulling your strings. We're just saying this works. If you've got a marketing budget, give it a try. See what happens. And read this book so you know what the heck you're doing. Or call.
How many places I have marked in here. I've written all over this book. This is a great book. And this is a book that will be available through Mailbox Power, as well as where else can they get the book, Joe? Tell me everything.
They can get it on Amazon right now. What is it? It's $19.95, I believe. So you can get it on Amazon right now. Just type in Mailbox Marketing Maverick. You'll find it. It'll come up and you'll be able to order the book and get it to your.
Soon it'll be on because you're recording it. So soon I'll be able to be driving in my car as a business owner and be listening.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And by the way, it's an easy read. I'm a reader, but I don't like things that are too entrenched, right? So easy read. There's pictures in here too for you. Those of you who like picture books, there's pictures. Okay.
It's awesome. Well, and I think too, like you said, it's an easy read. It's a great guidebook for someone who's like, okay, you've got my attention. I want to learn more about direct mail. I want to learn it from an expert. Tell me how it can fit into my marketing. What can I do? And how can I create the right automations, right? So that they're seeing me again over and over. How can I nurture those customers later? I loved what you said about, personalization with Mailbox Power, having a physical, send a mug, send those beautiful white water bottles that are going to be, are you kidding me? They're going to be used forever. They'll just be floating around someone's house forever. And they're going to think about you constantly. Every time they see that, you can design it yourself. You can upload your beautiful designs that you create with your marketing person or in Canva or graphic designer. Like Mailbox Power seriously has it all. So Joe, you tell me, I'm going to give you the final thought, the last word. What would you say? Someone's watching this and they're like, okay, you got me. Give them your, best advice or what they should do now.
Okay. Listen, there's a couple of things. You want to prospect, you want to nurture the existing customers you have. Just do those two things. Okay? Nurture the existing customers by thanking them for your business. Just thank them. That's it. Put them on a birthday campaign. Yes. And every year upon the anniversary of doing business, send them another thank you. That's nurturing. Okay. Now let's talk about prospecting. You should prospect. You should really try this thing out. And typically the cost is so low.
Yes.
That most people need one purchase and it paid for everything. And it's like, okay, wow, if I get 2 customers, I'm way ahead of this
game. Yes. Yeah,
but just give it a shot. You might think postcards don't work. You're wrong. If you think postcards don't work, it's postcards that are done correctly work. If you're just going to throw some crap out there, you're going to get crap. So, listen, folks, Mailbox Power has it all. They have everything you could possibly need to succeed in direct mail. And I don't know of another platform like it that you can actually find new customers, nurture your existing customers, and just love on them and keep them forever. That's the game, right? How do I get new customers? And how do I keep the ones I got? And how do I keep that new one too? Love on them. Just love on them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you're thankful for their business. I'll just ask you all, how many people actually have told you thank you for your business? It doesn't happen often, folks. It's missing. It's missing in our business culture, our business society, and it needs to happen. And you can be, that company that is issuing that thank you, that's saying thank you to your customer base, that's celebrating their birthday, that's nurturing those customers, maybe sending them a tape measure and asking how we measured up. Who knows what the message is, but there's so much you can do. And Wendy, I really appreciate this opportunity. It's been so great to just say the words Mailbox Power out loud. My gosh, geez, here I am.
Oh, hey, I have loved this too. And just feeling your energy and passion and your complete belief in that this is a system that works, that this is the way, this is the missing thing. Like you said, that companies are not doing, small business owners are not doing. And when they start doing it, I also can tell you, as like I said, a business owner, it is so fun to get that text from the new client who sends you a thank you and says, "Oh my gosh, I got your gift. That was so nice. I love it." And then you see, you know, a week later they go on and rebook for another service, or they've sent you another client, or it's really fun. It's that one of my favorite books, Joe, is The Go Giver.
Oh yeah.
Just about, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
that energy of giving, always being the person that's giving without even attaching to the outcome, just putting it out there, putting that positive energy out there. And that is what you teach. That is absolutely who you are. And you're such an asset to Mailbox Power. And I'm so grateful for your time today and for sharing all of your vision and thoughts and all your expertise, especially in your awesome book. So
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you. So thank you so much for being on with us today. If you are interested in knowing more about Mailbox Power, you can go to mailboxpower.com. Check us out there, or get in touch with who shared this video. We are so excited to be able to support you and to help you in growing your business, in loving on your customers, as Joe said, and in just having great success with direct mail. So Joe, thank you so much again for being on with me, and everyone have an amazing rest of your day.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
guys.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.